Hello and welcome. I'm Cassandra, and today we're going through a lymphatic drainage self-massage. If you have not watched class 1, as this is class 2, please go back and watch that, as it gives better description as well as demonstrations. Today is your daily practice. I'm sharing this with you. It's what I do for lymphatic massage. We're also going to include in this series another 5-minute one. That'll be in class 3. And it'll be what I began with, what was recommended by doctors to begin with. And I had enjoyed it so much that I had to seek out a traditional Chinese medicine doctor, a physiotherapist, and a chiropractor to get what an all-rounded, thorough lymphatic drainage self-massage. And so let us begin. As always, begin with some nice, deep breaths. We want belly breaths, breathing from your diaphragm. Just take a few like that. And then we're going to begin right here on the clavicle area. And so it is recommended to start with the left side. I have a habit because of Qigong to start with the right side. So we're going to begin with the left side. And remembering that we're doing this in strokes, massages, stretching, rolling, 10, 15, 20 times for your own practices. And because we're getting started here, we're going to do this one 20. Breathing and changing sides. And this is really easy as you're just dragging your fingers across in kind of a J shape. And remembering to breathe every now and then as you breathe in and out, diaphragmatic breaths in and out through your nose. If you want to just take a nice exhale through the mouth. Breathing is so incredibly important as deep diaphragmatic breaths because it really helps to activate the system. It activates the lymph system, your circulatory system, bringing oxygen into all of your cells, bringing oxygen into your organs, bringing oxygen into your lymph. And now we're going to come up as we just work our way down the cervical lymph nodes. We're only going to do this 10 and then change sides, because once we come back down from our face, we're going to do 10 more. We've got lymphatic ducts in here as well. And now we're going to start up right on our hairline and just start stroking 1, 2, 3, 4. We work our way to our eyebrows and then under the eyes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, around the cheekbones, 10, down as we're starting from the nose, underneath the nose, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right to the jawline, 19, 20. And now you can do 2 ways. You can either come down like this. I personally like this one because of how the lymph vessels work their way through here from your tonsil, coming all the way up in through the scalp. And so as you drag both hands, just 10 times, that's actually 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're going to come around to the back from the hairline, down and out. And as we're bringing that down, You can go up and higher into the hairline for the next 10. And now back. And the opposite side for 10. And now this is where you can choose, as we're going to get started into this area. Just 10. And here we're going to include the arms. So rubbing our hands together and then rubbing the tops of our hands right on those fingers. Right in between the fingers, getting the tops of your hands. And then we're going to start working our way down. And that was 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's just, that should be 3 sections of 10. And then if you just want to do a few strokes, that's great. And then you can now bring it in from here. Some will rub. I am more fond of this waving massage. You can rest your hand on your head. You can also do this reclined back. Bringing it now in underneath the arm, into the armpit. And for this, put as much pressure as you're comfortable with. If you're finding that you lighten up, if it's too much pressure, I know a lot of women actually hurt in this area. And changing sides, coming back, 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 back. And we already did it, so now we can start down from the wrist, over the elbow, down the arm. We're going towards the armpit and all back towards the heart center. And now coming back through, and we're just going to bring ourselves into this area as we work our way around back to that spine. And remembering how we're pulling in from the spine, coming forward. Before we work our way to our belly. Now as we get into the abdominal lymph nodes, this one has everything from the thoracic duct, the cisterna, we're doing those nice circular motions. And now we can take this one from just 10, and we're now going to do 10 on the side. And changing sides. This is great for digestion, for getting your system working. And now back to circular motions. Remember that you're going clockwise, going down. That's the way of the intestine right to the colon. So starting around, left to right, up, right to left on the up part, and down. And back again. To the side. And changing sides. Take some nice breaths. And now we're going to get into our beautiful inguinal nodes. And now, as we've done more than 10, we're coming up to 15. Start to lengthen that. And remembering how we start with the foot, just the same way we did on our hands, working those toes all the way to all those beautiful vessels that come down. We're working our way up. We really want to get the popliteal lymph nodes in our knees. So for that one, spend 10 just there. And now coming all the way up from the foot, all the way up the leg. And changing sides. Again, on the toe. Maybe around the foot. Over the ankle. And this is just a dragging your hands. If you have bare skin on the whole thing, you'll see that they drag quite nicely. The knee is where it changes because you really want to get behind that knee and really go over all of these beautiful lymph nodes. And now up the leg. And then all the way up. From the foot, all the way up. Remembering to breathe, always being very aware of your breath. So bring ourselves back to front and center. Our last spot, right on our thymus. Take those nice breaths. And my favorite, of course, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then you can shake it out. Bring your hands up, arms up. If you want to stand and shake or bounce or lift your heels, that's great. Be aware of that breath again. And you can ask yourself, how does that feel? And how did that work for me? So we thank you so much for joining us.